Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
What's poppin', people, and welcome to another edition of the Dirty Little Secrets Club. And Dayna, what is the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club?
I believe the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We just have to make sure to get that out there every single time because, it makes this better when there are more people listening and smashing that like button and that follow button and sending us their dirty little secrets. Am I correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, we can't make this show without you. So the more that you're going around and blabbing about us, the more secrets we get, the more episodes we get to do.
That's what I'm talking about. So come join the VIP and we guarantee you a good time. That being said, we are your hosts. I'm Brimstone.
I'm Dayna Pereira.
And it's about to get it on. All right. Or we're about to get it on, I should say. And I shouldn't say that because now I'm getting into that language where, people are going to be like, all right, well, Brim, Day, are you guys like, no, we're not. We're just co-hosts here. Although I will say you look very beautiful with your new hair.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I was kind of upset that you did away with the brunette. I am a brunette guy, but what do you call it? So I'm gonna have to suffer and look at you with the blonde.
Brim, I had to mask the grays, man. As I get older, I'm like, shit, I need to do some camouflaging here. This maintenance is hard.
Listen, I'm doing the natural gray thing, but I'm old, fat, and ugly, so it's okay. You stay young and beautiful. I love it. I love it. You're 25 all the time. That's all I gotta say.
I'm holding on with both hands for sure.
Yes, like one of the hogs.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Room
all right.
Burger.
So I'm gonna kick this off.
Awesome. Let's go.
Cool? All right.
Yeah.
All right. This is a long one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is a long one. I almost became a porn star by accident. A woman I'd met a few days earlier had somehow heard I was good in bed and wanted to try it for herself. The day after the romp, she shows up with some creepy old dude asking if I wanted to work in the biz with the quotation marks. So if you're not watching the video, it's in the biz with the quotation marks. And let's say it again. In the biz. Let's do it with me, Dayna. Ready? 1, 2, 3. In the biz. There we go. We need to know that, so just in case we ever are interested in getting involved in the biz. And me being naive said, yes, thinking you meant acting or something along those lines. Now, when I show up to the audition, again, in quotes, audition, all right, it was in an old garage detached from the house, and there were 2 women naked waiting for me inside. Let's just stop right here because we have plenty more of this story to go, and I'm loving it so far. Okay, so first and foremost, you got 2 women laying there naked, ready, willing, and able. What are you complaining about? That's what I'm saying. What are you complaining about?
Yeah, and he only had to go into a creepy back alley garage.
I know, right? It's like, wait, hold on. So you kind of moving in what do you call it? Like making your way into the garage. You didn't feel that anything was kind of like weird to begin with.
Little sketchy.
That's what I'm talking about. Just a little sketch. Just a little sketch.
But you know what? He probably saw those 2 naked women sitting there and was like, meh, sketch. I don't even know. How do you even do that? Like
we'll
banana sharama?
We'll go Yiddish there and we'll say, don't fetch. You know what I mean? Don't fetch, go fetch those women. There we go.
Yeah.
That works, right? That works.
I think it worked.
Okay, that worked. I think that works. Fetching means complaining. Don't complain. Don't bitch. Don't moan. Just do it. Just go do the thing. I mean, look, you see 2 naked women, they're just like, oh, all right, we're ready to go. That's what that would be my opinion.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
I think that's how he probably accidentally ended in porn. I'm assuming that this goes further.
Okay, so let's continue. Where were we? All right. I want to say I walked away and went home, but I was young, dumb, and full of cum, and I did it. So he did it. He did
Mhm.
it, and I guess he must have had an absolutely fantastic time because this is an even longer story. So it says afterwards, the guy Steve pays me $300 and says, "Come back next week, and we have an orgy set up to be filmed." What? Okay, let's just stop. So he gave you $300, which it's not a
For
bad
two
payday, I
women, that's
guess.
150 a girl.
I know. I mean, I'm assuming you pay more than that with prostitutes. Um, crap, you're good, and you're getting paid. Jesus Christ, I got in the wrong business day.
Well,
Got
let's
in the
see
wrong
here. If
business.
the next one's an orgy, I wonder how many women are there. He might up the price on that one.
That's what
More
I'm
people,
saying.
more money.
More money, more money. Bring it on, money, 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 money. All right. Come back next week. We have this orgy set up to be filmed, and he just left, never went back. What? Okay. He said he never went back. Never heard from them again until 10 years later. Hold on. So 10 years later, this story gets better. But here we are. Why would you never go back?
Guilt, maybe shame,
Maybe.
maybe his parents are really religious, or maybe they weren't using protection and he got weirded out, or I don't know. So many
Maybe.
questions.
Well, look, so many questions. I want more answers. All right, so here we go. We're going to continue. 10 years later. 10 years later, I was with an ex, and the guy comes over to our table and says, "Hi," and starts to talk about the day I went to see him and how he had lost my number. But if I wanted to still be in porn, to call him as he slides me his card. Wow. Okay. So it's just like it's, here you go. Here's my card. Like,
Dude, this guy did him dirty. He did that in front of someone.
wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. But here's the thing, was he serious or not? Like was he like really like trying to, F with him, or was he trying to really kind of get him to come back and work? Like, man, you did a good job. Here, I couldn't get your number. $10. Crap, here you go. Here's my card. I got one set up next week.
I've been thinking about that porn for a decade. We missed you, bud.
That's what I'm talking about. Starts playing with himself in his crotchy area, like, you know what I'm saying? Scratches a little bit. You
Readjusting.
Whoa. Hold on, sir. All right. So let's see. My ex says, hold on. I'm gonna read the my ex says, and you say the line afterwards. Ready? My ex says,
"Did you do porn?"
And before I could answer, she got up and left. So there we go. So she was just like, done. I'm out.
Uh-huh.
Ended up leaving me because she couldn't handle the fact I once did a sex scene on camera. So I haven't told anyone else since. Well, I'd say it's pretty safe to say that you are probably on Pornhub already. You know what I mean? So, maybe people just aren't saying anything to you. And hell, you did it. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made a couple of bucks. People remembered you. The guy remembered you 10 years later. I mean, hey, obviously you look good for your age, right?
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. You know what? If there's not a lot of people that I would see one time and still remember 10 years later. So you got that going for you.
That's what I'm saying. I think you got a good thing going, sir. Now I'm wondering if he actually called the number afterwards, like, well, she left, so it's time to get it on. And
Hey.
like, ding, ding, ding. Let's get it on.
And now we have inflation, so that $300 went up.
Yes. Oh my God. All right. So I'm gonna give it. What do you give it? I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. This story gets a thumbs up for me. What do you say?
I love this story because isn't it so funny how whenever you're young and naive, you just do dumb things. He just stumbled into a porn without even realizing it. He wasn't even like, oh, I'm here to fix your copier or anything.
That's probably how it started. Oh, I'm here to fix your copier. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. It's like, oh, I can't find my color red. Oops. Can you fix it? Like, oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't find my paper.
Yeah.
Can you find some?
My printer stopped printing areola pink. Can you help me?
Yes. Oh, all right. So yeah, 2 thumbs up and an orgasm for you. I'm with you on that one.
2 of them, I hope. He had 2 girls. I hope he got 2 out of it.
Well, there you go. At least fake ones. You'll be all right with those. I mean, I guess. So you're up next, Day. You're up next.
I'm an actual 40-year-old virgin. Sometimes I think I may never get laid. I've spent my whole life waiting for the right person, and now I'm thinking I should just get it over with.
All right. First and foremost, is this a male or a female?
I believe this is a male.
Okay, so this is a male.
Mhm.
All right. Listen, if you're saving yourself for the right reasons, you know what? It is what it is. But I mean, look, I'm assuming you've already been with yourself. So essentially, you can say that you've been with Pamela and her 5 sisters. Okay. So you in itself had an orgy and you didn't even know it. So congratulations. You are not a 40-year-old virgin. I'm proud of you.
Hey, technically, you've been with one person, and you can say that and be telling the truth.
You're darn tootin'. Literally. What do you think, Dayna? I mean, any advice for this young soul here? What do you think?
So it's interesting because I do know somebody who was in her mid 30s and was a virgin.
Wow.
And, she waited and she did find the right one. And now she's married and having a baby.
Wow.
Yeah. And however, I also know somebody, it's my stepfather's aunt actually, who died a virgin because she never got married. So she was 80 some years old. Poor Aunt Pearl. Poor Aunt Pearl.
So poor Aunt Pearl.
She never got
had
laid.
a Pearl explored. Wow.
No, never.
Oh my goodness. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That is really see. I feel bad. I feel bad for people that do that. So she was waiting. Was that what the case
She was waiting and she just never got married, and she was a very religious person, and so she wasn't going to. She was waiting to get married to give it up, and
wow.
she had to give it up to Jesus.
Wow, man, oh man, she was religious and she wanted to give it up to a Jew.
Yeah.
All right, it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? You see what I did there?
Yeah, I saw. I followed.
Not everybody's gonna follow me. What are you talking about, Brim? I don't understand that. Like, is that a racial joke or a religious thing?
Oh God, yeah, they're coming to cancel you.
I'm Jewish, guys. It's okay. It's all right. Relax.
You're like, I'm allowed. I'm allowed to.
I'm allowed to poke fun. Okay. Thank you so much, Karen. All right. So listen. Look, again. There's no shame in being a 40-year-old virgin if that's what you believe in. Personally, I don't necessarily believe in that, but to each their own. Like we always say, whatever it is that is your belief or your kink. You know what I mean? Let that flag fly. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that, I mean, I don't know if he's doing it for religious purposes or, maybe his face purposes, but if it's for religious purposes, I think you'll be forgiven. You can just go for it. You'll be forgiven.
Yeah, I think so. All right, here we go. I got a vasectomy.
A vasectomy. I like the way you say it better. A vasectomy.
All right. I got a vasectomy and didn't tell my wife. She wanted too many kids and I could barely hang with the 2 we have. Wow. Okay, that is a secret. That is a big secret. See, I'm the opposite. I would never get a vasectomy and I would love to have as many more kids as humanly possible, but my wife was like, no more for you,
Yeah.
So but it is what it is. But look, bro. You should tell your wife, man. That's a harsh one. Because if that's a deal breaker, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Yeah. And you know what else? Being a female that has tried to get pregnant and has, beat myself up for several months if it didn't happen, because you don't always get pregnant the first time you try. Sometimes it's 4 or 5 months later. Sometimes it's years later.
Try again.
Yeah. My husband loved the practicing part, but it's like,
that's what I'm talking about.
If this poor woman is thinking that she's trying to get pregnant,
right,
then she's beating herself up. Like this is like mentally taking a toll on her.
Oh my God. But he must be having the best sex of his life.
Oh.
He's like, take it, go for it. Ain't gonna hurt me none. What do you call? Wow. Oh man. All right, bro. Like, listen, I'm with you. I understand if you know, if it's like, all right, you don't want any more kids, then have that conversation, brother.
Yeah.
Don't keep her in the dark, because this poor woman might really think something's wrong with her, and maybe her biological clock is ticking and wants
Yeah.
to, and you don't want her to think that something's wrong with you and feel like she needs to go and do something somewhere else. So
Wouldn't
maybe.
that be a surprise? She came home and was like, honey, I'm pregnant. And he's like, what?
Exactly. Exactly. And you know what, sweetheart, if you're listening, maybe you should pull that prank on him. Don't do it, but maybe you should come and be like, "Oh, I'm pregnant." I would love to see the look on his face. But no, listen, brother, for in real time here, definitely have the conversation with her. I think that would be a better thing for your marriage overall, because it will come out eventually, and you don't want to come out at the wrong time. Trust me,
Mm.
it's not gonna work out well. And it's not fair to take that time away from her if that's a deal killer for her. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Agree with you.
all right. So is this my turn?
This one is my turn.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because I did the
The vasectomy.
yes,
A college buddy of mine and I, both males, have been having sex for the last 20 years. I'm
oh
married to a woman and we have
oh
amazing sex. I don't consider myself to be bi. I never thought about being with other guys, but every time I hang out with my buddy and we run out of shit to talk about, he just leans over, puts his hands on my lap, and starts to rub me hard. The last
what?
time I was with him, we started in his living room in front of the window and eventually ended up in the backyard. It was really dark, so I don't think the neighbors could see us, but I secretly wish they had. He texted me yesterday and said he wants us to start going to the same gym so we can work out and then fuck around in the showers afterwards. I think I just might have to do that.
What the hell, man? Okay. Listen, again, you gonna do some dirty stuff. I'm okay with that. You do your
Mhm.
thing. I don't care what you're doing, who you're riding, why you're doing it. It doesn't bother me. But there's two problems with this story. One, you're married, all right? So you know what I mean. If it's is it a cover? You know what I mean? And obviously you're saying she's not the beard. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
if she she can't be the beard because you're having great sex with her and you don't consider yourself to be bi. So, but you're not gay because you're having great sex with your wife and you're enjoying that, but you're cheating on your wife with a guy and you're saying you're not bi. Very confused here.
He's very confused
He's
here.
very confused. Listen, brother, I'm sorry to tell you this. If you don't want to think about it this way, I mean, he says he doesn't consider himself to be bi,
But
but
the rest
sweetheart,
of
you're
the
bi.
world does.
Rest of the world does. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's and meanwhile, and again, you're married. Like you're if that's the case, like, either you got to break it off with one of them. And what is it okay? Like if one of her girlfriends or some guy, just they got sick of doing stuff and they were bored. So, they reached out and just shoved their finger up her vagina. I mean, are you okay with that? No,
Yeah.
like
So interesting story. I just recently interviewed a stand up comedian who is also
oh,
gay,
okay.
and he found his dad on a gay website, like face and penis. And he was so mad that his dad's penis was bigger than his. But he had to tell his sister, like,
Ouch.
I just found dad on this website. And then they had to tell their mother, who the father was still married to.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And he was talking about like the carnage that it left behind. Like the mom loses all faith in her looks and in her, like sexual attractiveness, and was the last 20 years of her life a lie and all of this stuff. So yeah,
It's awful.
that's rough.
Yeah, that's really rough. That's really rough. I mean, it's like when somebody decides, halfway through their marriage, like, all right, well, I'm gay now, or I'm bi now, or like, I get it. I guess things change, or people come out, or whatever. But but like, you got to remember, there's another half. If you guys are married, there's another half. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Listen. You should always be true to yourself, but you should also not forget that there's somebody else that's involved in this situation as well. So look, if you want to sit and bang your buddy, look,
Go for
More
it.
power to you. Go ahead, do his brains out, you know what I mean? Jizz all over his bearded face. I don't care what you do. You know what I mean? Like that, if that's for you, great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But you should be honest to your wife.
Ye-
That
For sure. For
for
sure.
sure.
Give her
You know
the
what I mean?
choice. That is a choice that she gets to make because she is thinking that you're being faithful. She's not worrying about diseases. She's not
Right.
worrying about any of that shit right now.
Right.
And if you're out banging your friend, I don't know what your friend's doing, who he's banging also. That gets around. Your poor wife might end up suffering for that.
Yeah, I'm listen, I'm not feeling that. Listen, again, your kink is your kink, but don't make it stink if you got somebody at home waiting for you. You know what I mean? That's just
It
no,
is
that
very interesting to me how this show has brought out what, like two or three closeted bisexual people.
and that's the thing, like, all right, look, it's okay. Maybe they're not wanting to admit that they're bi or they're gay because they don't want to rock the boat in
Yeah.
their relationship. You know what I mean? Or maybe they love the person, but they're not in love. See, now here's what you guys got to understand. There's a difference between loving someone and being in love with somebody.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean? There's a huge difference there. Now, you might be with your wife for however long, but you're banging your buddy. And at the end of the day, maybe you love her and you feel the connection with her because you've been with her for a long time and
Hmm.
you've been through things together. You've had firsts together, or you've done this, that, and the next thing. And I understand that maybe you have kids together. So there is a connection there. However, you just love her because if you were in love with her, you wouldn't be banging your buddy. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So that's one thing to look into. And people, you know what I mean? If you are in a relationship that is, I don't even want to say that it's loveless, because if it's a loveless relationship, why be in it anyway? But if it's a relationship that you're in, that you love the person, but you're not in love with the person, maybe it's time to reevaluate that relationship. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. If my husband loved me, which I know he does, but he wasn't in love with me,
Hmm.
I would, for two reasons, I would be like, one, man, you need to get out there and find who somebody you're in love with. And then you need to let
Hmm.
me get out there and find somebody that's in love with me because
That's
that's
right.
what we all ultimately want at the end of the day.
That's what I'm talking. We're Dear Abby and Dr. Ruth over here. So
Yeah.
I think we just taken their jobs. They're old. They're out of business anyway. And
We're-
was it Ann Landers, right? Ann
yeah,
Landers
yep,
and
and
Dear
Landers.
Abby, and Dear
Yeah.
Abby was the sisters, right? Or something like that. And
Uh,
Dr. Ruth Dr. Ruth Westheimer. I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer. I'm here to talk to you about your sexuality. And when I tell you about this, anyway, so I think that's the new gimmick. I think we're gonna we're gonna change it. Let's just put PhD at the end of each of our names. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Just do it. Nobody's gonna know the difference.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
No one's gonna know.
Nobody's gonna search us.
Well, actually, you'd be surprised. That's why I don't bullshit anything I do. Is it's like people look way too much.
Oh, it's too
Um,
easy. It's too easy to get
it
busted in
is.
a lie.
Oh my lord. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Here's the next one. I have a secret Oh Lord, I had to get this one. All right, I have a secret folder of my. Ready for the quotes? Ready, Dana? One, two, three. Spank bank material. It's all of my exes and also my wife. She would kill me if she knew I still had them. Okay, I get it. What do you call it? All right. So on the computer, you've got a whole bunch of the women. To all the girls I've loved before, I'm going to do some stuff and some more. Yeah. All right. Now, so you're going to be playing happy time with girls that you're no longer with. Here's the thing, like, but you're why are you not with them then? Like, if I guess maybe they got rid of you, or like, did you do something to break up the relationship? I can understand if you say the one that got away kind of a thing, maybe, like a little, oh, happy times. Let's remember
Yeah.
some, but still, like, I'm still not feeling that. Like, um,
Oof.
the,
Oof.
here's where it is, because there's emotion behind that, and then I promise I'll give you the mic,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Dana, because there's emotion behind that. If it's somebody that you had an intimate relationship with, and you're sitting and going to the bank to to make a deposit, the fact of the matter is that there is still a connection there, or there is something there. If you're just going like randomly on a Pornhub or scrolling through social media going, oh, look at the tatties on that one. You know what I mean? There's no emotional connection. It's
Yeah.
not like you're not, it's not like it's not necessarily honest, but it's not cheating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would take, like, oh, well, obviously you have feelings for that person if you're still, getting it on with her in your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are your
So,
thoughts, Day?
well, the question that I would present to this person is, how would you feel if your lady had a spank bank filled with her exes?
Or with me, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she got a big,
Yeah.
maybe she got a big sexy brim.
She's
You know what
got
I
a
mean?
full folder of Brimstone.
Like, want some, get some. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Get a little bit of French fried potatoes. Just sticking me in there. You know what I'm saying? We'll get some voiceover stuff like, "Oh yeah, baby, how you doing?"
That's deep. That's
Yeah,
good.
We'll do something like that. So yeah, no, but seriously, yeah, that's a great question. Continue, Dana.
Well,
Continue.
I know for sure. Like, so I'm gonna throw myself and my husband under the bus real quick.
Ooh.
I do not have a spank bank full of my exes. I'll clear that
Okay.
up really quick.
You don't have a
However,
Brimstone one either, right? No brim.
I
No
do
brim.
not.
Okay.
I do not.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So
Just making sure. Just making sure. Listen, I gotta ask since we just put it. No, I'm just
Yeah. However, my husband found out, I don't know, a few weeks ago. I had mentioned something about how he was at work one day and I like got a little horny. And so I took care of myself. And he was like mad. He was so mad at me. And I was like,
Yeah.
bro, you like fucking take care of yourself 80 times a week. I tell you about one time. And he's
Hold
mad.
on a second. I'm gonna speak for the male peoples here, okay? Dana. All right.
All right.
Dana, I'm gonna get with your man right now, and I'm with him on that. You want to know why? Because
Yes,
the
I want to
men,
know.
90% of the time, the men are ready, willing, and able whenever the hell you damn well please. If you're like, what's up? I'm horny. Homeboy's gonna be home in 0.2 seconds, ready to go. He's gonna be like, here we go. Have at it. You know what I'm saying? But the women, 90% of the time, are like, oh, I've had too much time with the kids today. I'm too tired. Go do it yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so in all fairness, like the guys have to do it out of necessity. You know what I'm saying? Then like a
Yeah.
necessity. But the women, look, the guys would be like this, bink, ready to go.
Yeah. So here's my
So
argument
I'm with
to that.
I'm with you on that trophy husband. With you.
My argument to that, my rebuttal is that it takes me, a minute to bing, bang, boom, get it done and over with, right? And then I can carry on with my day. My husband comes home, I got to spend time. I got to put in effort. I'm like, I don't want to put in effort. I just want to bing, bang, boom and move on with my day.
Listen, you don't have to do all of that. Just let him do the job. Give the man some love, Dana. Just let him have his way with you. Be like, here we go. That's it. That's it. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. And if it doesn't work out, then you'd be like, well, now you lose out on next time. So do your job. Men, do your job and you'll be okay. But see,
Yeah.
I'm with him on that. I am with him on that.
He's going to be thrilled that you agree with him.
He'd be like, now why'd you tell everybody? Why'd you tell the world about that, Dana? Why'd you do that?
He won't care about that. He's like, go for it, whatever. But yeah, Brim's got his back. He's going to be happy about that.
Got you, sir. Got you, sir. Don't you worry. I got your back. I was gonna yell at her. She had a Brimstone bank in there. What's wrong with you? Put that coin slot elsewhere. Thank you very much. Anyway, no. So all right. So we're gonna. I like that. I like that. That little secret that you dropped there.
Yeah.
Nugget of knowledge. Very nice. Very nice. I know what to get you for the holidays. No problem. That's why Dana's gonna get like a thing. Oh, well, thanks, Brim. I'm gonna get you the best present in the world.
I don't know. Joe might think you might not have his back if you do that.
No, because it's not for you to use alone. You need to use it with your man.
All right. It's a mutual gift. It's
That's
a couple's
saying.
present.
Yes. Come on. Work with me, Dana. I'm trying to help him here. Jesus Christ. You don't want the man to feel like he can't do his job. Man has one job: satisfy his damn wife and take care of the freaking kids. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah.
Work for your family. Make it happen. Tim Taylor.
We got some
right.
caveman shit going on today.
Best episode ever. That's all I gotta say. All right. So what's the next one? There's two more.
There's
Okay.
Yeah, you want to do one more? I don't think you like the last one.
I don't want to do the last one.
Okay.
So you can take that
We're
first.
gonna do one more.
You want to know why? Because somebody will take that and make something out of it, and I don't want any part of that.
It's gonna become a Brim meme.
That's what I'm talking about. There's like a zillion Brim gifts online to begin with. I don't need that one being one.
You know what I'll do with that one? I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it up as a social media post as one of our secrets and let everybody else comment on it. Then we don't have to do it. We can let them do it.
You can do that.
That's what we're doing.
Okay. So neither one of us is going to read that one.
Nope.
Okay.
This last one here says, I grew up in a very religious household, but I have some questions and I guess that's frowned upon. I tried to have a conversation with my mom about it a while back, but the look on her face showed me I was breaking her heart. So I just suck it up and go to church while not believing a word they say.
All right. First and foremost, your mother would probably have a heart attack that you're listening to this show. You just defy gravity right there, sweetheart. That's what I'm talking about. Like, holy crap. All I got to say is, the especially in the real religious households, and when they put their beliefs on the rest of the family, you know what I mean? When they put their beliefs, you usually get the demon seeds, the ones that are like, F this jazz, I'm going to act out and I'm going to do whatever the hell, you know what I mean? Anything opposite what you make me do. You got to let the kids, you want to put them in a direction, but then you want to let them be able to guide themselves, you know what I mean?
Right.
Throughout what they feel is right and what they feel is wrong. But yeah, man. All right. That is this a male or a female, by the way?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So it's just I feel bad that that is breaking the mom's heart, but I mean, look, there are conversations that you should have with your kids, right?
Yeah. And so I personally am not a very religious person. I consider myself to be spiritual. I am not a religious based person.
Right.
My children, their grandmother is a pastor. And so she would always want them to go to church and watch her preach and stuff like that.
Right.
And I told them like, hey, it's not my jam, but you do you. If that's what you want to do, if you want to continue to go there, then go there. And if you don't, then don't. But I think that if you're teaching the basics of being a good person and, being kind and stuff like that, then, religion sometimes just feels like a fear tactic for me. Like, don't do this or you're going to hell.
You go to hell. You can go to hell. You can die. Go to hell and die. What's wrong with you? Get back to that voice. You gonna go to hell. You gonna go here. You gonna die. No, man. That's just like, okay. Well, Jews, first of all, we don't believe in hell, which is why my gimmick is a whole laughing thing. Like it actually started out as it was a joke. I was like, yeah, Jews don't believe in hell, but Brimstone in wrestling is gonna be like one of the guardians of hell. Yeah, man, I think that's funny because nobody's gonna get it, and it's hilarious. And years later, people are first figuring it out and going, why? What do you mean? I didn't think you were. You don't look Jewish. That's first of all, and they're like, oh my God, it's blasphemy. You're saying that you don't believe in hell and blah blah blah, but you're a guy from hell, and I don't know. I get some
people
weird
take things so seriously.
Yeah, you know what? Look, we're here. The only religion that should really be out there is one religion. Love everybody.
I
Be
agree.
good to each other.
Yeah.
Don't hate on people. Love everybody. And if you don't like them, you don't want to love them, just ignore them. Don't pay attention to them. You don't have to pay attention to them. There are billions and billions of people in the world to put your attention on. You know what I'm saying? Just if they don't do you right, just get rid of them. Be gone.
Yeah.
Be gone, thought. You know what I mean? That's it. I hope I'm making sense. That's make it one religion, the religion of all. And what do you call it? And everybody's just good to one another. That's all. Let's do that. Can we do that, Dayna?
My dream in the world. Like, that is what I want to happen, because so much hate is thrown out there with the basis of, well, my religion says this. And I just can't get behind that. If there's a God up there that is that created all of us that
Mhm.
you should have some pedestal that you can just throw hate on a whole group of people because
Yeah.
they're different than you. Makes no sense to
Can't.
me.
Can't we all just get along? Truest words ever said. But that, again, it is what it is. Like, I love the fact that people are involved in their religions and that they, if they truly believe and maybe they need to believe or they want to believe in,
Yeah.
and that's great. And I do believe there's a higher power of some sort. But again, like, you know, I'm not gonna say that is the end all be all. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
say one religion is right over the other. And for the most part, everybody's kind of in the same similar space. It's just the stories got confused. It's like a big game of telephone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
by the way, this God is here, blah blah, blah, and there's this guy named Jesus, and then they spiked up his hands, and the next one is like, yo, Jesus was a Jew, and then oh
Yeah.
no, Jesus was actually a black Jew, and then Jesus was a woman.
Yeah.
You're all wrong, and you know what I mean, because that's like a newer one, right,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. Listen, I respect everybody and your decisions, but just be good to one another. Dana and I would appreciate that.
Yes. And you know what else we would appreciate? We would really appreciate it if you would send us your dirty little secrets.
Yes,
We
join the
need
club.
them.
We
You can,
do.
send them on to us. We're at the dirtylittlesecretsclub.com. You can anonymously submit there. You just go in there, you just put in your little secret, hit send. You don't even have to tell us who you are.
That's what I'm talking about. Listen, it's more fun if we know a little bit more details. Like today, I was thrilled that we had like full stories
Yeah.
because that gives us a little bit more to play with. Now
Uh-huh.
we could talk about the story, we can interject and we can enjoy this. I like that. I
Mm-hmm.
like knowing a little bit more. You don't have to tell us who you are, but if you're saying, certain things, well, it would make sense if we knew if you were a male or a female. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Like certain things. Do you have to give that information? No, of course not. But if you can give us a little bit more, it's always a lot more fun, and then we can sit and explore that dirty little secret together, right?
Agree.
Anyway, I think that's about all the time we have, right, Day?
That's it.
So what are we going to tell them to do?
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
And you do that by smashing the like on all the social media, making sure to share with everybody, save on all the Instagrams, on YouTube. Make sure to follow, just as well as all the other social media. And man, oh man, Dana, I think that was another awesome episode. What do you think?
Fucking fun, man. I love this.
We'll see you guys all next week.
You think we want something from you, you got another thing coming.